Nanay.
Hi, Angelique. Hi,
And the gates we're now approaching are electronically operated. Also take note of the two signs first set of gates that read, "Trespassers will be eaten." Although this is just a joke, this is our friendly reminder that all of our animals are wild, so don't let their do you. The park is also comprised of over 740 acres, but you'll only be able to see about a quarter of it during your tour here today. And African Lion Safari is extremely proud of the international reputation it's earned for our excellence in animal care, management, and breeding of many endangered species. And we are a proud member of CASA, which signifies excellence in animal care and management, as well as commitment to conservation and education. After passing these first set of gates, we'll be entering the first game reserve, Watusi cattle and the llama.
The llama.
On your left-hand side, you'll be able to see the Watusi cattle. They can come in a variety of colors and can be both solid and spotted.
Oh.
They have long whip-like tails which prove useful for spotting insects. And they originated in eastern Africa more than 6,000 years ago, making them one of the oldest breeds of cattle in the world.
They're cattle.
And these medium-sized cows with the large impressive horns have the most dramatic horns of any bovine, and they're used as a natural cooling system similar to the radiator holes. The warm blood will disperse through the horn, cool down, and return back to the body, and thus regulating their body temperature. And known as the cattle kings, the Watusi herds played an important role in tribal life. They're a form of barter, trade, and a sign of wealth. Llamas can reach a weight of 300 pounds, reach a height of 1 meter at the shoulder, and run at speeds of 65 kilometers per hour. Surprisingly, llamas are also very good swimmers and will often flee to the water if presented with danger. Llamas also have large eyes on the sides of their bases, which allows them to see in all directions.
Llamas?
And llamas were first domesticated by the ancient Incan civilizations a few thousand years ago, and they are a South American relative of the camel, even though they don't have a hump. They have been used as pack animals for centuries, but they are hardly ever ridden because they do possess a reach. They now live in areas south of Sahara, with small numbers still living in the clear forests of India. And their preferred habitat is wide open plains of flat scrubland with few trees, which is ideal for hunting the prey of zebras and antelopes. There's going to be a lion crossing the road ahead of you now. And lions are the only members of the large cat family that live in family units, and they live in prides of 5 to 20 individuals, and they consist of males and females with cubs of various ages. And they have a common breeding ritual, which involves rubbing heads together with tails in the air. Lions are also the only members of the large cats that will hunt in groups. They will cautiously surround their prey before going in for the kill, which is usually a bite to the neck, and only one lion will do the actual killing. Lions are also known as carnivores, meaning that they only eat meat. And here at African Lion Safari, they are fed 2 to 6 pounds of meat each day, and they are supplemented with the necessary vitamins and minerals to promote good health. Known as blonde lions, and they are not albino. Their coat is a result of a genetic condition called leucism, and they have a color inhibitor, which inhibits the deposition of pigment along the hair shaft, producing a paler colored coat. But they still have visible walk within 15 days, and they're able to run within 1 month.
Amazing.
You'll be able to see some more of our lions on your right-hand side in the corner, right past the rock structure. You'll be able to see the dominant male lying down, both louder and deeper than that of the females, and is usually uttered in the early morning and late evening right before they hunt, and can be heard 8 kilometers away.
White lion. White lion.
Their job is to make sure that the animals are behaving themselves, but also make sure the visitors at the park are behaving themselves as well. And we caution visitors not to open their windows because as playful and friendly as our baboons may seem, they and those long horns reach up to 1 meter in length. And to keep cool and keep out of the heat of the sun, you will often We have a lot of these little babies here all throughout. It's only the males which will grow the antlers, and they begin to grow at about 2 years of age, and they first consist of a simple pair of prongs, and at that age they are known as pickets. But as they get older, their antlers will fall off and regrow, and they'll grow larger and larger with each year. They will also be covered in a thin velvety skin, which allows the antlers to grow larger with size by providing them with blood and nutrients. Small horns. There are clear differences between bison and buffalo, which they often are confused with.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the African Queen Boat Cruise. My name is Sarah, and I will be your guide at Safari Lake.
Hi, Doy.
Will just be a friendly reminder to please remain seated with arms and legs in the boat at all times.
We're in a boat.
Today you'll be seeing a couple different species of primates from around the world. During the winter months, these primates are housed in heated barns on the property because they are sensitive to the cold. Their name from the long fur on their ears, which form the ruff around their faces.
Hello. Apa?
Vertebrae in their neck as a mouse, which is 7. They also have a large and powerful heart, which weighs up to 24 pounds, and that large size is needed to help pump blood from their hearts to their brains. You might also be able to see that one of the giraffes is sticking its tongue out at us, but then also look that their jaw is a little bit crooked, and that's because they were born with a genetic deformity that made their jaw a little.
Airport will only be by chance if the animals are seen. Please keep your eyes peeled and your cameras ready.
Isa? Pa. Hi, pa. Worth it, masarap pagwalik. Yung issue, maginagamay. Jimmy, look at that here.
Facility designed to house the park's herd of Asian elephants. The 18,000 square foot facility features a computer controlled ventilation system, heated floors, and natural lighting. 11 research centers within the facility enables our staff to continue their efforts in maintaining one of North America's most successful breeding programs for this endangered species. African Lion Safari is an important